Jon Thelen's Destination-Fish is brought to you by Alumacraft Boats.
There you go. Got him that time.
Nice.
You know what? You called that.
That was right exactly where he should be.
He's not a real big one, but Sam said, I'll bet you there's going to be one right at that corner at the pontoon. And there was. There he is. He's not a real big one, but...
Oh, he's not bad.
Oh, he ain't bad. What am I talking? He ain't bad. Look at that. Oh, yeah, this is fun fishing. You know, it makes you wonder if they're even up shallower than what I gave them credit for being this morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that fish was tight.
Yeah, I'm wrong. He is a nice fish. What am I thinking? Come here, buddy. Look at that. That's cool stuff.
That's beautiful.
This should be Sam's fish, because here's the thing. He said, I'll bet there's going to be one right at the corner of that pontoon. And I flung it in there. And that big boy, he come railing out and nailed it. That's the fun thing about frog fishing. When it's early in the morning, flat calm, and you get to see the whole deal go down. That's a fun fish right there. Look at that.
Healthy.
That's a good bass. I bet you that's 3.5 pound fish. That's a good
Easy.
Fish. I didn't think he was very big, but I'll tell you what, once he got moving, he woke me up a little bit. There's one, huh?
On the board.
On the board and rolling.
That one ate it too.
Yeah, he nailed it good. There he is. Got him that time? Yep. Look at that. Good fish too.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
That'll play.
Perfect fish. You know, it's funny because you sit here having this conversation about, you know, where are these fish, right? Are they deep? Are they shallow? You know, what are they doing? And it's so hard to tell because we're getting some, but what we're trying to figure out here this morning is, are they tighter to shore or are they more out on the weed line? And you know, it's funny, sometimes it just takes cover and ground, and that's what we're doing here. I mean, just ripping through cover and ground. I've actually sped the boat up a little bit, trying to contact fish, but we got a couple bites right there, and I don't think those were the same fish.
No, there was 3 right on that inside corner, and I think some of the time, you just got to put the trolling motor down and fish too.
You know what? There's a lot of truth to that. You know, there's a lot of truth to sometimes you just got to chuck baits until you get bit.
You can spend a lot of your morning running around to every spot on the lake, but the more you keep your line wet, the better off you are sometimes.
Right. While we look for another big bite, let's open this week's logbook. It's midsummer and we're fishing shallow reeds and lily pads on a natural lake in northern Minnesota. Casting booyah pad crashers and poppin' pad crashers is triggering early morning largemouth bass cruising the shallows. We better get back to the action before the next strike.
Nice, there it is. Oh yeah, he's good.
He ain't bad.
That's a 2.5, 3 pound fish.
He ain't bad. Right on
Here
that
we're
tip.
talking, it just comes up and smashes it.
Right on that tip.
That might be a little bigger.
He's bigger than I thought. Look at that. Bigger than I thought. How you like that?
That's beautiful.
That's frog fishing.
That's
right
beautiful.
there. That is really cool. Let me tell you what we got going on here today. I was able to talk Sam into getting out fishing. Sam does all the buying for the outdoor products for L&M Fleet Supply, and you know, L&M's a great sponsor of Destination-Fish. And I think one of the neatest things about L&M is that when I go in there, I can always find what I'm looking for. You got a lot of stuff, but more importantly, you've always got what I need and what I want. You know, that's a big deal. When you guys look at that, Sam, what's the philosophy? I mean, how do you buy in the sporting goods department?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, and I'm glad to hear you say that that we have everything that you're looking for, because that's really what I take personally. Is, you know, we have 10 store locations, 8 in Minnesota and 2 in Wisconsin, and you know, each one's a little bit more a different beast. You got to kind of curtail your assortments in each location. That way anglers in those areas, they got what they're looking for. It's not going to be the same in Virginia, Minnesota as in Ashland, Wisconsin. And I think just making sure you're listening to the people at the store and your customers and making sure you've got what they're looking for at a great price. That's kind of the whole key. So
yeah, absolutely. Let's fire back in there.
Let's do it.
Jon Thelen's Destination-Fish is brought to you by these fine sponsors. There you go. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Come on up, girl.
Man, this is fun, isn't it? Look at that.
Look at that mouth.
Throwing a wake. Look at this bass. That's a
All
good
right.
one, buddy. Man, this fishing's so fun. But you know what I find just amazing is the growth we're seeing in this bass fishing now.
Yeah, it's really exploded over the years. Yeah, that is a nice fish. Yeah, you know, in the last 3 years, I'd say, or more, we've really had to transition what we do at L&M. I mean, before we've been predominantly walleye, panfish, a little bit of muskie, and, you know, beginner bass stuff. But as time's gone on, we've really had to curtail our assortment to, you know, these high school teams and college guys are really getting into it. So it's been a challenge to keep up with it. But luckily, you know, I fish a lot of bass, so I can kind of stay a little bit tuned in. But man, it's kind of the new wave, and I think, you know, the amount of action like you see, I mean, you can see why some of the younger guys are getting into it.
Yeah.
Right here.
I like that. There he is. Look at that. You called that, dude.
It's a giant.
Good one. Look at this. It's a giant. Look at that one. Oh, man. Oh, look at this
Nice.
bass. Dude,
That was cool.
Pushing 5. Look at this fish. Oh, man.
Man, did he swallow that?
That is a giant fish.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at that tank.
That is pushing 5 pounds easy.
Wow. That was cool.
That is
I was just gonna say,
giant-
how is there not a fish there?
That
Twitch
is
it one
a
more
big
time.
fish.
That was cool.
Man, that is cool. There you go, girl. You know, one of the things I would tell you is all frogs are not created similar. And here's what I'm getting at. Sam's using a standard pad crasher, and if you watch Sam, he's fishing faster than me. He's swimming that pad crasher along. And every now and then, especially if you're going really deep into the thick stuff, that's the bait you want to use if you're frog fishing, okay? But here's what I'm doing. I'm using the poppin' pad crasher, and I'm fishing a little bit more of the outer edges. Now, on some of those spots we fished earlier over there, that seemed to make a difference. I seem to be getting a few more fish fishing the edges, but you fish the edge with the poppin' pad crasher because what you're doing is making noise. It's got that poppin' front end on it, kind of like a Rebel Pop R or any kind of poppin' bait like that. But you'll notice the difference between how Sam and I are fishing. He's fishing a lot faster, swimming that frog along, then he'll stop and pause it. And I'm sitting there popping and fishing slower. While we look for another strike, let's show you a little bit more about L&M Fleet Supply. L&M Fleet Supply is a family-owned company that has been providing quality at a discount to the Northland for over 60 years. They have proudly served their northern Minnesota and Wisconsin communities with a large selection of sporting goods featuring open water and ice fishing equipment, hunting gear, ammunition, UTVs, marine supplies, and all of the clothing you need to enjoy your next outdoor adventure. L&M also carries a wide array of supplies for your farm, home, cabin, and business needs. They have a wide selection of power equipment from your most trusted brands to get the job done right. They are stocked with pet food for all your furry friends, big and small. Looking for automotive products? L&M has that too, from batteries to tires and everything in between. How about a building project or home repair? L&M has an extensive tool selection with the right tool for any job. L&M Fleet Supply has 10 locations across the Northland, with 8 convenient Minnesota locations and 2 Wisconsin locations. L&M prides itself on providing quality at a discount to each and every customer who walks through the door at every one of their Northland locations. There it is. That one came from under there.
That was cool. Catch up to him.
Can't.
Oh,
he's still there. Yeah, I did.
oh, no way.
I did. I was going as hard as I could go.
Oh, good one too.
Oh, that's cool. We were just saying, boy, there's just not many fish under those pads. But you know what? That guy was under there. That's where he come from.
That's a nice fish.
That's a great fish. That's an awesome fish, man. That's a great way to wrap up a day. I'll tell you, this is some fun fishing. And if you're not getting out and taking advantage of some of this bass fishing throughout northern Minnesota, you're missing something, because this is a ton of fun. And you know, everything you need to go do this, you can get right at an L&M. Sam and the whole team over there, they make sure that they've got all the right stuff to go out and do that kind of deal right there. That's awesome. That's good stuff, man.
Fun day.
That is
Fun
good
day.
stuff. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish has been brought to you by these great sponsors.